All right, welcome in everybody. Randy here, Mad Props Media. Today I want to talk about hyperlapse. I really enjoy doing hyperlapses and I've been doing a lot of them lately. And I want to go over how to get the most out of your hyperlapse with the least amount of post-processing. There are a lot of great tutorials out about how to get the absolute most out of your hyperlapses, but it involves a lot of post-editing in Lightroom and exporting the photos to another editor to make your time lapse. But one easy way, and I think everybody should be doing this, is using ND filters. ND filters are a great way to improve the overall feel of your hyperlapse. And if you're going to do a daytime hyperlapse, I highly suggest you get an ND 1000 or higher, like ND 2000. But the ND 1000, it's very dark. You're going to need that because when you do a hyperlapse in manual mode, you're going to want to open your shutter speed up, and that allows a lot of light in. So you need something to darken it down, and if you have the Air 3 like I do, you do not have a variable aperture. So you're going to need a really dark ND filter. So stay tuned, and we're going to go over that, and I hope you enjoy the video. All right, welcome back, guys. So it is a little windy out today, so we're not going to do a long hyperlapse. I'm just going to do a short, probably maybe 10-15 second hyperlapse, just to give you an idea of what the difference is from the automated hyperlapse that DJI provides in the controller and on the drone, compared to if you do it manually with an ND filter, and the difference in the results. So we're going to get up here and get to it. And I don't have an ND filter on right now, so that's the point. Now the two best hyperlapse modes are, in my opinion, course lock and waypoints. In my experience, you get the best hyperlapses with limited drone movement but maximum ground movement. You want to have as much movement on the ground as you possibly can, and you want to limit the movement of the drone, maybe just a little bit of a forward movement, maybe a up and back or up and forward. You don't want to do a bunch of turning and sideways because it gets a little jittery and it doesn't have the best results. All right, and from my experience, the best hyperlapse speed is around 0.3 to 0.5 miles an hour, about half a mile per hour. But yeah, all right, we're going to do a free hyperlapse, put it in auto mode, and all right, gimbal down, see where we're at. Go up a little bit higher so we can get some more of the road in. All right, let's see. We're gonna do, let's do a 10 second. I don't want to be doing it for 10 seconds, be about 12 minutes. We're gonna do intervals of 3 seconds. I think 3 second intervals is optimal to get the most movement out of your shot. It just looks the best. So we're gonna go ahead and start this. All right, I just wanna see something real quick. All right, we're at about 300 feet. And let's go ahead and start. All right, we're gonna speed this up so you guys don't have to wait through the whole thing. All right, so now
we're gonna pop our ND 1000 on and take it up, and we're gonna set it up manually, and we'll do our manual hyperlapse. All right, we're going to take it up to about 300 feet. Same way, same spot it was before. All right, let's see. Downward TOF sensor error. Okay, I'm getting a sensor error here. Want to bring it down and recycle it, reboot it, and see if it stops. Yeah, I don't know what is going on with that, but we'll see what happens. Cycle it off. We're going to clean these sensors off. Never want to fly if you're getting an error. Just, it's a safety hazard. Make sure everything's operating accordingly. Maybe it's because I had my hand under it when it turned on. All right, I'm gonna set it on the ground. We're gonna take it off manually this time. All right, there we go. No error. Take it up to our 300 feet. All right, go into hyperlapse. And you want to make sure you put it in manual pro mode with this. And okay, as you can see, I have a 1/1.67 shutter speed. And then we're going to go down here. Okay, we're on 3-second intervals. We want to do a 10-second hyperlapse just as before. Okay, we're at a +7 exposure value. All right, and then we're going to start this one. Go. All right, see, I wanted this to be just a little tutorial of how to do a hyperlapse in pro mode and the benefits of doing it in pro mode. That's why I'm not doing nothing fancy. I'm just keeping the drone stationary and relatively in the same spot. So we're going to run through this one, and then we'll compare the two at the end. It's a little bit windy out today, but not too bad. It's like 7, gusting at 18. Not ideal for a hyperlapse, but I got the Air 3, so it's pretty solid in the wind. Shouldn't have any major issues. And in post, you always want to add a little bit of stabilization to your hyperlapse. It will crop in just a little bit, but to try to make sure all your movement you want is near the center of the screen, because it will crop in when you introduce a little bit of stabilization. but it really benefits the final product when you add stabilization. The gimbal does a pretty good job, but if you want it to be like that silky smooth hyperlapse that you want, you always want to add a little stabilization. What are you doing, buddy? Yeah, as you can hear, I got my son with me. He's my little road dog. I tote him around everywhere I go, pretty much. He's my visual observer. But all right, let's get through this, and then, like I said before, we're gonna go back and compare the two. Cutting this one close. Got 12% on the battery. Usually it starts auto landing around 10%, so we're gonna cut it very close. 10, 9, 8. Look at that, very close. Alright guys, welcome back. We're going to go in and take a look and see how the hyperlapse has turned out. We're going to play the first one, which is auto settings, no ND filter. It's pretty much letting DJI do all the work. So let's go ahead and play that one first. Alright, now it looks really good. It did an overall good job exposing, and but you notice the vehicles, how they're a little bit stuttery. There's no fluid motion to the cars. Everything just looks a little jittery. All right, now we're gonna go in and play the hyperlapse done using the ND1000 in manual settings, and I didn't quite get it the framing matched up with the first one, so I apologize for that. And I didn't take time to match the exposure of the auto settings, so it's not quite exposed correctly. But what the main thing I'm trying to look at is just the overall motion in the hyperlapse. How much better the motion looks compared to the auto settings. All right, let's hit play on this one. And as you can see right away, there's a lot of blur to the motion. It just looks more fluid and flowy, and like, I don't know what other way to put it, but it just flows a lot better. All right, now let's go back and we're going to play it all again. This is the hyperlapse with auto settings, and it looks good. It does not look bad. It's definitely not as good as the ND filters, but it does look good. And we're going to go into the hyperlapse using the ND1000. I know in my opinion, it's a big difference. Just the fluid motion of the movement is just so much more appealing to the eye. And all it is just one little step of putting that ND filter on, and it's very easy. And once you got the ND filter on, you just adjust your shutter speed to get the correct exposure value, and you can tweak other settings, but you just got to take the time to learn the settings and to produce the best image. But pretty much that's it. Pretty easy to do. And please let me know in the comments what that error was. I believe it was a TOF sensor error. I've never had that before, but I might have to do some research into what that error was. I landed and rebooted the drone, and it went away. But let me know in the comments if you guys know what that was. And yeah,
I appreciate you watching, and stay tuned for more videos. Let me know what you guys think of the difference between using the ND filter and the automated hyperlapse coming right off the drone. But that's going to do it for this one. I appreciate you guys watching, and I'll see you in the next one.